Good afternoon, welcome to the continuation of the Strathaven Foodbank cookery demonstrations. If you remember last time we cooked three dishes. Today my intentions are to cook 2 dishes from the same bag of goods. We're going to do the really nice Sunday meal. So we're going to have the carrots, the potatoes, the peas, my favourite meat, spam, and these lovely garlic and herb dumplings. Okay, and then the second one's obviously going to be another one of my favourites, just a simple carbonara. This one will be a vegetarian one, but again, this is where a couple of bits of bacon can come into play, some ham if you've got it lying, some mushrooms, and you can actually take this and turn it into a more substantial meal. But for the garlic and herb dumplings, it's quite simple. The instructions are on the back, so all we're going to do is empty the contents of this packet into 300 grams of water. We're going to roughly mix it together, roll out some balls, and put them in the oven. Now they're going to take about 25 minutes to cook, so it'll be a bit of toing and froing. But for the general gist of it, I've pre-measured some water here. I've got the contents of the package. We're in luck today because we're actually in my kitchen at work, and I've got access to everything. I've mixed this, and it just basically says to let it stand for 5 minutes. Now when you look at it, it's quite sloppy. That will actually thicken, which is why they're asking you to sort of leave it for 5 minutes, and that'll form the stuffing. For the vegetables, all we're going to do is basically open the 3 tins, pour them into a small saucepan, and bring them to the boil. And quite a clever trick with this, I like to be healthy with certain unhealthy items. We're just literally going to slice this up and roast it in the oven at the same time as we're doing the stuffing balls. So I'll come back in 5 minutes when that's ready to roll. It's been 5 minutes. The consistency of the stuffing is quite loose. Don't be put off by it because you are going to cook it in the oven for 25 minutes. If you want to make it slightly drier, you can then roll it into balls. But I'm just going to stick to the instructions. Simply says just to spray a grease-proof tin or butter. I cheat, I have cooking spray. Empty the contents. Level it out. And cook it in an oven for 25 minutes. Now because my dish is slightly bigger and this is thinner and not quite thick, I'm only going to put it in there for 10 minutes, which is more than enough time to get the rest of the ingredients ready to go. Quite simply for the spam, it's just a case of deciphering the locking mechanism, opening it up, now spam's great, some fried eggs, toast. It's very big in Hawaii, they live on it. And you remove the corned beef. And all I'm going to do is slice it up. Now depending on how many people you're wanting to feed, you can feed 2 generous adults with this or 3 less hungry people. But just simply slice it, put it on the tray, and I'm going to put that in the oven at the same time with my stuffing. Okay. Remember, with any of these dishes, you can tweak them and add additional products. In the parcels or in the food bags, you're going to have a £10 gift voucher available from Ann Davidson. And you don't have to spend the £10 all at once, but it allows you to go and get mince, bacon, chicken, She's got packets of sauces, jams, chutneys, fresh bread, the whole lot. So it just takes the value of your food parcel to the next level. So don't be afraid. I'm just waiting for my oven to heat up. I'll put this in and we'll go from there. Okay, so we're back. The vegetables are ready. They've simmered away. They're super nice. The corned beef and the stuffing has got 2 more minutes. So what I'm going to suggest is start getting everything ready. So I'm just going to simply drain the vegetables. But just to make them that little bit nicer, I'm going to add a little bit of butter. Just adds to the flavour. It takes a simple, anytime I steam greens, courgettes, peas, anything like that, I always put a little bit of butter, which you'll be able to get with your fresh food voucher from Ann Davidson. But with the butter, it just adds that flavour. And you don't need a lot, it's just literally like a small teaspoon, sorry. It goes a long way. If you've got spread, low puck or anything like that, again, you can just steal it from the top of that. So just put it in there, melted it. Put the strained vegetables back, pinch of salt, and just give that a mix through. You can start by piling that on your plates. Now again, feel free with these ingredients. One of my favourite ingredients is frozen peas. They live in the freezer if you've got a freezer. They're super quick, super easy, and very inexpensive, and extremely sustainable because they're all grown and processed here in the United Kingdom, Scotland even. So that's the vegetables element. Just going to grab the stuffing. Now, if you want crispier stuffing, by all means, you can go a little bit crispier. And again, don't be shy because this is a substantial meal. And the corned beef, simply put it on the tray. I didn't grease it because there's enough residual fat. Doesn't stick. And there you go. You've actually got enough for three meals there. And that's your stuffing, corned beef, and steamed vegetables. Enjoy.